just 5 minutes prayer, and the same woman that didn't have eggs showed me her baby boy on Sunday.
Wow. I've seen people who started off sincerely and then they married wrong.
I know one man in Lagos. He was all over every conference in Nigeria, and he married a girl. The man discovered that she was in a coven of witches. In witchcraft, you eat your family members and drink their blood, and nobody cares. The mother just called him and told him, "I'm so sorry, I have to tell you, I practice witchcraft, and your wife and your younger sister belong to the same coven with me." One pastor in Oka, two of his children were initiated by somebody living in the same compound with them. They began to travel every night to River Niger for meetings.
Wow.
The daughter of a pastor in Delta State. The father said anytime he entered his car to go anywhere, the car will never arrive at the destination. We must not brag about the things we do with God that make us strong. It is between us and God. If Samson didn't tell the harlot the secret of his covenant with God, he wouldn't have been able to scrape his hair. When the Bible says, "Be ye filled," you have to be filled with it. If there's emptiness, the devil will help you. One girl in Delta State, she said she has killed 15 people.
What?
And she's in JS3. They said they closed their mother's supermarket. Their mother has supermarket filled with goods, but nobody comes to buy. Physically, it's open, but spiritually, nobody enters there.
A little girl. Hello, viewers, and welcome once again to another episode of Beneath the Surface, where we talk about all things spiritual. But our emphasis is usually on the spiritual realm and how, as Christians, the Bible implores us that even though we live our lives in the physical, we have families in the physical, we go to work in the physical, our warfare is spiritual. I usually quote Ephesians 6, which says, "We wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities and powers." And Derek Prince puts it this way. He says that we wrestle against personalities without bodies. And we've had a whole retinue of guests on this show, seasoned generals of God, in God's army. And we have another very special guest today. He's been on before, but by popular demand, we have him again. And, we're going to just get into the interview right away. We have Reverend Dr. Mosy Madugba here with us. He's also actually a professor, and he wears many hats. He's an author, he's a pastor of pastors, he's actually an apostle, and he's an intercessor and leads a prayer network. Good afternoon, sir. You're welcome with us again, sir.
Good afternoon. Thank you.
Yes, sir. The last interview we had with you was a very intriguing one, and like I was saying earlier, it's gone far and wide, and people have had various questions, about the things you spoke about, and so I want us to just tackle a few other things today. Since our time, it must have been about 11 months ago. How have you been, sir? How's the ministry been?
Well, the Lord has been faithful.
Yes, sir.
And you helped put more pressure on us because your friends kept calling from every corner of the earth.
Yes, sir.
You have a very wide network.
Yes, sir.
So the Lord has given us strength to respond and wisdom to answer, and then supernatural grace for healing.
Yes, sir.
And deliverance for so many that have sought it for many years.
Yes, sir.
Including people who were written off by doctors as barren, that they don't have eggs.
Wow.
They've tried surrogacy, they've tried IVF.
Wow.
They've tried, and they're medical people.
Whoa.
So everything medical has failed them for 8 years. Spent so much money. Okay. Just a little time with us of prayer. It didn't last for 5 minutes. And the same woman that didn't have eggs,
yes, sir,
showed me her baby boy on Sunday.
Wow.
Yes.
No eggs at all.
Yes.
As in from a medical viewpoint.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So God is still working wonders, sir.
Yes.
Wow. Amazing.
Yes.
I want to also pick up on something that I read. I think I might have brought it the last time, but I want us to go back there. you said in one of your books, you said the distance that a man can go, is dependent in life, is dependent, and ministry depends on his foundation. What do you mean by that, sir?
Well, the higher you rise, the more you become prominent in the spirit.
Yes.
And then when you become a threat to the kingdom of darkness,
Yes, sir.
they began to inquire about who you are.
Yes, sir.
When David was running to kill Goliath,
Yes, sir.
Saul says, "Whose lad is this?"
Mm.
It's the boy that met with him, he chatted with him, he commissioned him to go and fight. But the speed at which he was going to meet Goliath, not looking back, made him think,
Who raised this boy?
this is not an ordinary boy. And then that was when the enmity between him and the boy started. Yes, this kind of boy might take over from me tomorrow. And he did. Yes. So when we start becoming more prominent and visible,
Yes.
then all the kingdoms around will begin to ask questions. And even heaven will become excited.
Yes, sir.
That they're raising a star.
Yes.
Yes, that's what happens.
But it's interesting you say this about, as people rise, the enemy begins to kind of like get nervous. I've noticed, well, over the years, but in more recent terms, that it seems like the enemy seems to allow people, go far. Then almost when they are about to climax,
Yes.
or they reach,
Yes.
he cuts them off. I mean, I was traveling to Nigeria just 2 weeks ago, and I just saw that a gentleman who we started off in ministry together just died. Somebody else, maybe mental illness, another person. But it's almost like as though,
Failure
yes,
at the age of breakthrough.
a breakthrough.
Yes.
Why is that? It's almost like as though the thing was there, but it remains quiet, and then it's triggered later.
Yes, the intensity of the positive energy and power the person is, emitting in the spirit
Yes.
became very strong for the devil. And then they began to concentrate on him, like to stop him.
Yes.
And he wasn't conscious of it to generate more power of God to break through. That's why they stopped him.
So what advice will you give to pastors or leaders or ministers with regards to these kind of things? Would you say they go about their normal life and just continue to pray, or what precisely, so that we can avoid these supposed pitfalls or attacks?
Physical in the military,
Yes, sir.
the higher you go, the more bodyguards you have.
Yes.
Joab had 17 armor bearers, one man.
Wow.
Okay, because he was the commander of David's army.
Yes.
Okay, if he wasn't the commander of David's army, maybe an ordinary officer, he wouldn't need more than one or need any at all.
Yes.
Okay, so for us as Christians, when we discover that we're becoming very visible and our voice is beginning to count, we should spend more time in prayer.
Yes.
We should do more fasting. We should raise a team, a backup team, a strong prayer team, and they should be sincere.
Yes, sir.
Not just say we are praying for pastor and they don't do it.
Yes.
They should be sincere. And he too should also be more careful. The company he keeps, the things he says in the public, and his relationship mostly with God. He must be very, very close to God, because God is the source of everything that he is.
Yes.
If he distances himself from the source,
Yes.
then he will run into trouble.
You said something about he needs to be careful about the things he says in public.
Yes.
Can you expatiate about that a bit?
Well, a man is ensnared by the words of his mouth.
So, like maybe if he says,
He should not take God's glory,
okay,
and he should not reveal the secret of his covenant with God like Samson did.
okay,
If Samson didn't tell the harlot the secret of his covenant with God,
yes,
they wouldn't have been able to scrape his hair, remove his eyes, and turn him to a caricature.
okay. Sir, I mean, I would love you to be a bit more specific for us. So, in Samson's, what is here, these days, we as men of God, I mean, we don't keep long here. So, will it be like maybe talking about his consecrations publicly, maybe saying publicly I fast so many times a day, or
Yeah, we must not brag about the things we do with God that make us strong. It is between us and God. We should just face the work and do it.
yes, sir.
If people ask advice on how they can excel in ministry, we give them. But don't talk too much about your personal relationship with God. That is your covenant and secret.
Wow, we learn something new every day, sir. This is very helpful. Also talking about ministers and longevity in ministry. So, sir, how long have you been in ministry for?
53 years.
Wow, wow, 53 years. I mean, with your length of ministry, you would have seen all sorts over the years, the good,
Lots,
the bad, the ugly.
a lot.
I
Yes.
mean, I'm sure you've also seen sincere people who have been taken down. On the way here, I was actually just thinking about in my own little experience, I've seen, people who started out sincerely and then they married wrong. Have you had scenarios or seen situations where maybe a good man married an agent of the devil, like a witch or something,
Yes, many times.
or a good lady married? Yes. And you give,
In every area of their life, they've trusted God.
okay,
And at one point, they wanted to try their own understanding of wisdom.
yes,
And if they had asked God or listened to the intercessors around them, they
yes,
would not have gone ahead to marry. But they were, I say, carried away by whatever drew them to the other person. So whatever else God said or anybody said didn't matter. They plunged into it,
yes.
only to regret after a while.
And what kind of, I mean, from your experience, what kind of consequences, have you seen as a result of such?
I've discovered that some men's ministry get to the peak and it's turned down and it totally collapses. I know one man in Lagos, he was up everywhere. From the campus, he was the voice. And the Nifes, everybody, they loved him. And he was all over every conference in Nigeria. They invited him. And he married a girl from, I won't say the name of the school, but while the girl was even in secondary school, she was known as what they call Okwelu, the red type. But she got born again. She said, okay, they get born again, then they were married. But the elders were a bit concerned for the man.
Yes.
Okay. Eventually, the man discovered that she was in a coven of witches.
After he got married to her?
Yes, too bad for him. And the children told the man that mommy tries to initiate us into. Yes, they told him. And it didn't seem he believed it. And what happened was that the man built a church in Lagos, big church. Because of his reputation, the church grew. One day he traveled to speak, and the wife made an announcement. This church is shut down. Everybody go home, and don't you ever come back again.
Wow.
That was the end of the church.
Wow.
Yes. So he was warned at the early time. He didn't believe it.
Yes,
But then when it happened, it was irreversible, the consequences of the marriage.
wow.
Yes, it was.
And I mean, so after she declared that, so I'm sure by that time he was now aware and he now believed his children.
Yes, but it was too late. He just managed to hang out with her. But after she succeeded in doing what she wanted to do, or what she was told in the coven to do to the man, he packed away.
Wow.
He packed his things and then went to another pastor who received her. And then while she was there, she was going out and having an affair with ministers. It's like her targets were ministers.
Wow.
Yes. A senior friend of mine, a senior minister in Lagos, called me and said this lady came to her and was asking this and asking. So I said, well, I'm glad you asked. Please stay away.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sir, well, because I asked this thing because even growing up, I mean, these are the kind of things God warned me about. I mean, on one or two occasions, I could have made the same mistake, but then God exposed it and helped us. So, I guess it brings another question to mind. Sometimes some people say there's something called, is it blind witchcraft? Is it every person who is involved in witchcraft, are they aware that they are witches? Is it intentional or is
They are aware,
okay?
but they are on assignment.
Okay.
They were told to bring down this man,
Yes.
and they would conceal it and then be walking their way until when they would do it and have the greatest impact, they will hit. I know a man who himself was a pastor, his wife was a pastor, in the fastest growing church in Nigeria.
Wow.
Yes, and the biggest in my city. Okay, and the man was a manager in an oil company.
Yes, sir.
Right. So one day I called him when I was driving past his house. He said, "Where are you calling from? Are you far?" I told him. He said, "Please stop. Come to my house." And I went to his house. And they told me that the mother just called him and told him, "I'm so sorry I have to tell you." The mother is a deaconess in a Pentecostal church.
Yes.
He said, "I'm sorry that I have to tell you this, that I practice witchcraft."
The mother.
Yes. And your wife and your younger sister belong to the same coven with me. And a case has been brought against you, and you'll be killed within 1 month.
Wow.
If you don't believe it, take this, go to your house, hide it where nobody will ever see it, and give me a feedback tomorrow. The man didn't believe the mother. He was so shocked. But he said, okay. The mother said, the only reason why I'm telling you this is because you are the only eye with which we see, and the only one that gives me money to put food on my table. If they kill you, then I'm in trouble. And in witchcraft, you eat your family members
Yes.
and drink their blood, and nobody cares, as long as it doesn't hurt the other people.
Wow.
But this one will hurt me. So reluctantly, the pastor is a pastor.
Yes.
He took the thing, went back home. They live in a big house. He got a ladder, climbed up, and hid it somewhere in the ceiling. And then came down, removed the ladder. The wife went to work, came back, and then began to overturn every furniture in the house. He came out and said, "What's going on?" The wife said to him, "You must tell me what you brought into this house." He said, "We've been married for how many years? When did I start bringing and hiding things in the house?" The wife said, "We will see." So the wife looked for it and couldn't find it. Then the next day, before they strike you in their coven, they'll bring an accusation,
Okay.
a litigation in the spirit.
Yes.
So they had brought two against him, based on which they passed judgment that he should be killed. And one of those things are things that the wife had asked him to buy for her, which he didn't buy. He thought it was a joke. He told the wife, "You have the money, you can get it for yourself." So the next day, he went and bought those things because the mother told him. He bought them and gave the wife when she came back from work. The wife looked at him from head to toe and said to him, "So somebody is telling you something.
Wow.
I'll find out who the person is." And he's like, "What kind of answer is this? You had asked me this some time ago." And I decided to bring it to you.
Now you are now coming against me. Wow.
So it helped the man to understand that, okay, so what the mother was saying is true. But she is a pastor.
That's the wife.
Yes, two of them are pastors.
Wow. And the mother is a deaconess.
Yes.
So this is a very interesting one.
Uh-huh.
You mentioned something. Like you mentioned a number of things that I would like for us to address. One of the things you mentioned is you said the other story you spoke about. You said the children were saying that the mother was trying to initiate them.
Yes.
So that is a possibility, as in.
Yes, you can initiate our children. I mean, most young people are initiated by their adults. One pastor in Oka two of his children were initiated by somebody living in the same compound with them. And they began to travel every night to the River Niger for meetings,
Wow.
and become one boy, one girl, witch and wizard. And they began to pepper their parents, who are pastors.
Wow.
Yes. And then another case is the daughter of a pastor in Delta State. She plays keyboard in the worship team.
Yes, sir.
Okay. But the father said anytime she entered his car to go anywhere, the car will never arrive at the destination. The car must break down halfway.
And she'll be in the car.
Yes. So he now realized that she was trying to figure it out and decided to ask her to take over, take another thing, and then they will get to their destination.
Wow.
Okay. That's another thing. That's a child of, I'm talking about children of pastors. Yes. So it's somebody who initiated them. And then that one went on holidays to auntie's place. And then the auntie gave her banana to eat. She said, in the night, people came to her and took her for a meeting. That's how it was initiated.
Okay, so sir, that's another question I want us to explore, sir, which is, I mean, for somebody to be initiated, do they have to have some kind of witchcraft already in the bloodline, or is it just?
They may not. I mean, if your auntie gives you banana to eat, why won't you eat it?
Yeah, so that's another thing. So
just eating it means you have eaten the witchcraft that they are given to you.
that means anybody can eat witchcraft.
If you are not spiritually saturated. When the Bible says, be ye filled
With the Holy Spirit.
Good. You have to be filled with it. If there's emptiness, the devil will help you.
So is it just the mere eating of it, or does the eating of it kind of introduce you to a realm that where they now, how before we become born again, you are evangelized and you have to willfully accept?
Well, the girl said to me she went on vacation.
Yes.
And the auntie gave her
banana.
And she ate. And the two children who came, their father drove them from Oka to come and find out, that these children are behaving in a strange way. And then some other pastors had advised them to take them to me.
Wow.
So the father is not a witch.
Yes.
Their mother is not a witch.
Yes, sir. So were you able to cast out the demons from them?
Of course, I had to find out how they got there first. Okay. And so they told me, which they have not told anybody. They never even admitted before their father that they were witches or wizards.
Wow.
So it was before me that they now admitted. And they told me, and I asked them, what have you done? I always ask,
yes, sir.
What have you done with that witchcraft thing? Like one girl in Delta State, she said she has killed 15 people.
What?
Yes, and she's in JS3.
So she'll be about 14 thereabouts.
So I asked this one. They said they closed their mother's supermarket. Their mother has a supermarket filled with goods, but nobody comes to buy.
Wow.
Physically, it's open.
Yes, sir.
But spiritually, nobody enters there.
A little girl. Wow. Yes. So, okay. This thing also about food and initiation. Sometimes people tell us, they say, be careful where you eat. Don't, even as men of God. I mean, what will you say concerning that?
You should be careful what you eat. One of the biggest ministers in Lagos.
Yes, sir.
And I mean the foremost minister in Lagos.
Yes, sir.
A deaconess cooked delicious meal and brought to him. He asked the people to wait until he comes. He was going out to minister. So when he comes, they will eat. It looked so enticing that the wife will go and open it every now and then, open it, and I'll say, wow. So when the man came back, he said the spirit is telling him not to eat this food. They should give it to their dog first. Wow. And he has an expensive Assisian dog. So they got some food and gave to the dog. A few minutes after the dog ate it, the dog died.
Wow. So, okay, so for men of God, when they are giving food, it's to kill them, not necessarily initiate.
Some of them, is to kill them. And the dog died quickly because it's a dog.
Yes.
But if it's a man of God, he would die, he would become sick. and you can't trace it in the hospital.
Wow.
And he will die earlier than the time he was supposed to die.
Holding this bottle because I'll be celebrating with you soon. We'll be celebrating when you join the family, and as soon as you join, this gives us the opportunity to reach more people and bring more guests that will be a blessing to you. How do you join the family? By hitting the subscribe button. You can also like, you can hype, and also share with a friend. By doing this, it doesn't cost you anything, but it means a lot to us, because when you do this, we get to share this with as many people as possible. It increases the reach of this podcast, it increases the impact, and increases our influence. And we get to touch more lives and souls for the Lord Jesus Christ. So why don't you join me right now? And sooner than later, we'll be celebrating. Look forward to seeing you join this family. Subscribe now. I mean, right now. So this is a serious one. So what will you say the antidote for that? Is it just because we travel, we go to hotels, we go and minister in places, people cook food for us, and
The Archbishop Besnet Hosa, until he dies, never ate public food, even the hotel food. He travels with her own team that cooked for him,
wow.
because he knew that he grew up and he lives in the city
Yes.
where there are many of them like that. They can have an agent in the hotel and tell the agent what to do. So he traveled with his cook.
Wow.
But if you may not afford it, you should be careful where you go. If you think the people there have a connection with wherever you are coming from,
Yes,
you
sir.
buy your food outside and eat and come back to the hotel.
Sir. Okay, so what the scripture that says that we will eat certain things and it will not harm us. Can we apply that? So for example,
You can. It depends on the level of your faith.
okay,
Mark 11:23 says, if you say anything and don't doubt what you say,
yes, sir.
you will have what you have said.
Said, yes, sir.
Okay. But we discovered that many people say things that nothing happens because their faith is not creative and forceful enough to produce action.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, for the benefit of doubt, you just stop at a grocery store, buy basic things you need.
Yes, sir.
And when they serve you food, you allow a few minutes, just allow your spirit to assess, what's given to you before you eat, and you pray.
Yes, sir.
And bless it and eat.
Yes, sir. And in instances where, for example, somebody, maybe a pastor, someone has been bewitched, what are the signs? So for example, you said, okay, pastor could have eaten something. The dog died immediately. The pastor, it may take some time where you begin to see. But so how will you know? What are the signs the person?
Number one, his prayer life will be attacked. You'll discover that he doesn't have any desire to pray anymore. Because if he prays, he may counter the effect of that thing.
Yes.
So he will be tired praying. And number two, something will always come up to block the time of his prayer.
Yes, sir.
That's the time phone calls come. That's the time the family members come with one thing. That's the time members come with one thing. So his prayer schedule
Yes, sir.
is tampered with, is monitored and manipulated.
Yes, sir.
Okay. It's also possible that he is made busier than before. They mobilize people and activities. So the time he normally spends with God, he doesn't spend that time again. He will discover that over a time, he will become physically weak,
Yes.
spiritually weak, and then different things will progress until the same pastor is not feeling well.
Wow. So this is a serious one. And then in terms of if someone, it doesn't have to be a pastor, a believer, knows this is witchcraft, this person is attacking me. So like that gentleman who found out his mother, or maybe he found out somebody else, are we supposed or allowed to bring judgment on them, as in that?
Well, the mother didn't bring judgment on the son, because it's the son that gives him the money. What he would do is cry out to the Lord. David said, take me to to the rock that is
Yes,
higher than me. So if you have a covering, a spiritual father,
Yes,
mentor, good. You mention to him, said, this is bigger than me. And then together, the Bible says, if two of you shall agree as touching anything,
Yes, sir.
and you pray that something will happen that will eject that your mother from the coven. Because for her to leave the coven, there'll be sanctions.
It's,
For her to leave
leave.
that coven,
yes.
there'll be sanctions against her.
Okay.
The other witches will go after her.
Okay.
So even when you pray for her to come out,
Yes.
there will be sanctions. It's a covenant that she has signed.
Okay. So if she wants to willfully leave, they will do things against her.
Yes. So, but you can pray. Two of you, you and probably you're covering someone stronger than you,
Yes, sir.
can pray to break her out and keep her covered for a long time until she recovers from there. And then discover they can't destroy her, and then they let her go.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. It seems like they have some principles by
yes.
which covens operate. They, you said before they launch an attack, it's almost like as though they bring a petition or accusation.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
They must report the person,
Okay.
and then the legal team will try. They will try the person, condemn the person, and then agree on methods of destroying the person, and they'll be commissioned. Some of them will be commissioned to begin to focus on the person.
And is it true that when they send somebody on an assignment, they commission a person, if they fail, maybe something like they lose their life?
There are they may not lose their life, they may lose their rank, their position.
Okay.
They may not. It depends on how serious the matter is.
Wow.
Yes.
So, I mean, does this not mean that we as Christians need to be more intelligent about these operations? Because, I mean, these things that you're saying is that
I looked at your theme, the territorial something,
yes, territorial army.
and I said, Kai, for you,
Yes, sir.
you need to raise an army,
Yes, sir.
and you need to know their number.
Yes, sir.
It's not something for everybody.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And they need to know that they're legally enlisted into that army.
Yes, sir.
By heaven and by you.
Yes, sir.
And it's also important that they know the enemy they're going to fight.
Yes, sir.
So those people
Yes, sir.
should know these things.
Yes, sir.
And then you equip them with all the weapons of our warfare.
Yes, sir.
As written in Ephesians 6,
Yes.
2 Corinthians 10,
Yes, sir.
and many other places.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And they know that it works. There has to be a way to test to know that these weapons work.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And it's also very important that they know they have to give account.
Okay.
If you send your enemy to drive away an encroaching force,
Yes.
and they come back telling you stories every day,
Yes.
doesn't make sense.
Yes.
They should engage them.
Mm-hmm.
They should become combatant.
Mm-hmm.
They should drive back.
Yes.
Good. So they should be giving you a report of the activities.
Yes.
So when I saw that team, I said, this guy is in for something. Your church is in the county of Essex.
Essex, yes.
And it's a historical county.
Yes.
And they need to know what is historical, what is the history. So they need to be intelligent.
Yes.
And so you need to spend more time with them.
So, sir, in fact, what you just said now opens me up to the next set of questions I was about to ask you,
Yes.
which is about taking territory. And when we say taking territory, I mean somebody moves into a place or into a new city, and they want to begin to take responsibility and deal with the things in the atmosphere. My last guest was Bishop Ike. He knows you. I think he's in Anambra. He's in the Anglican Church.
It's one of my sons.
He told me, sir. And some of the escapades, the kind of things God is using him to do is very interesting. What will you say, just in a nutshell, are the kind of steps that if a person moves into a place, into a new city, into a new region, and they want to, have territorial dominance and authority over the place.
Fanatic people have done some spiritual surveillance of the place,
Okay.
what they call spiritual mapping.
Yes.
There's any such information on ground,
Yes.
you need to study it.
Yes. Sir.
Number two, get the map of the territory you're supposed to walk.
Yes.
In Genesis 15, God gave Abraham the map of where today's Israel should be.
Yes.
Okay. And so you should know map so that they shouldn't go to north, east, west of London and be wasting time.
Yes.
They should stay focused so they know the territory,
locality.
the locality, yes. It's very important. Then, number three, they should know what are the strongholds. Okay. Because they can be distracted by, little partial sparks of fight.
Yes.
They should go for the real thing.
Yes.
They know that when they get the strongholds pulled down,
Yes.
the structures will fall. Samson just got two of the pillars,
Yes.
and the whole Colosseum fell.
Yes, sir.
Good. And David hit the champion of the Philistines,
Yes.
and the whole country lost
sir.
the battle.
Yes, sir.
So your people should find out what are the strongholds and the pillars of the territory, and hit them and concentrate on that until they finish it.
Sir, can you please give examples? So, for example, maybe you went somewhere. When you say the strongholds, like would that be a person? Would that be a place?
Sometimes that's an individual
Okay.
who controls what happens in the spirit.
Yes.
Sometimes there could be an altar.
Yes.
An altar is a very powerful place.
Yes.
It's a meeting place between deities and human beings.
Yes, sir.
For Jacob at Bethel, it was the house of God. It's like the house of Satan on the other side.
Yes.
So such places, yes, you try to destroy the altar and dismiss the supervising spirits. And then, like Gideon was told, raise an altar to the Lord on the same spot.
That same spot.
And things will change.
So, so you're saying an altar could be, maybe you identify, okay, this place is like a synagogue of Satan, or
It could be something like that, yes.
maybe a brothel.
Okay, depending on how deep they are.
Yes.
It could be the owner of the brothel,
Yes.
because somebody is busy, responsible for
the trafficking.
yes, for maintaining the place.
Yes.
And it could also be a satanic priest in the area.
Would you have to go physically on site to?
No, if you get to know the name and the location,
Yes.
the Lord knows where that location is. You bring it before the Lord and bring judgment over it and stay on it constantly until nothing is there anymore. And then sometimes the Lord will demand you to go on site. So you go physically there and raise an altar there to the Lord.
And in terms of this mapping and identifying the strongholds, is it done primarily by research, or will it be based on revelation?
Research is part of it.
Okay.
Yes, research is part of it. You should be able to, Google an area.
Yes.
But even though Google will not tell you demonic strongholds, all right. But do whatever you have to do. Some pastors may have done some work, found some things. For example, has any missionary been killed in this area? Google will not tell you that.
Okay.
But an elderly minister or intercessor will tell you. Job says, if you want to live long in the land of the living, ask the ancients. So they will tell you.
Wow.
Yes.
So do you have any, examples or scenarios of how maybe you personally went into a place, how you identified what's stronghold, how you dealt with it?
There's a place called Umaja in Isialangwa in Abia State.
Okay.
I was on my own, and we were praying, and the Lord said, go and destroy that shrine. I've never even heard of the shrine before in my life. So we began to pray into it, send people to go and verify if there's a shrine like that. They went, and there was a shrine. And the shrine has been there for 600 years.
Wow.
And the Lord said, go and destroy it. I'm like, excuse me. So we began to pray, and then I told our people, let's just decide to go into a 7 days prayer and fasting to enable us to be more sensitive of what we're doing. And every day we're asking God questions. And then he asked me to first of all go and take over major roads
Yes.
that lead to the place. And I sent people, they went and raised altars, anointed certain roads that go there and prayed and came back.
Yes.
And the Lord said, don't go through the back door. Announce your entrance.
Wow.
Ha! This is a shrine that has been there for 600 years
Wow.
with so many native doctors. That's where they were commissioned.
Wow.
So I sent a message to the king that
Yes.
the Lord has asked me to come and destroy this shrine. So just for your information. The king went wild. He said, I will be used, my body will be used to sacrifice to that deity.
Wow.
That deity eats human beings. And mine will be one of them. So we went to pray and said to the Lord, did you hear that? The Lord said, go. The man went to the radio and announced that anybody who knows me should tell me not to try it.
Wow.
He went ahead and called the commissioner of police that everybody has their own religion, that I should face my religion and live their own religion, that is their own shrine. Nobody should destroy another person's shrine. The commissioner of police called me. Are you Reverend Mosy Madugba? I said, yes, sir. I said, who are you? He said, I'm the commissioner of police for Abia State. I just got a complaint against you that you intend to go to Umaja to destroy their shrine. And unfortunately for him, we have been digging into everything about the state and that location.
Yes.
Discovered that commissioner is a member of Mountain of Fire.
Wow.
So I said, God bless you, sir. General Overseer is my friend, Dr. Daniel Olukoya. And does he teach you to help people to empower Satan? Or is he teaching you to destroy the shrines of darkness and the agents of darkness? He said, oh God, I didn't know you know this much about me. I said, we're supposed to be on the same side.
Yes, sir.
We can't fight against ourselves. How can you help me to facilitate that? He said, I have to mobilize 400 armed policemen.
400
armed policemen to go with me. I said, I don't have 400 policemen. What can I do to get them? He said, well, just give them lunch. I will give them the vehicles. How much is the lunch? He told me. So I packaged the money, sent a team to go and give it to him. They gave it to him. On that day, 400 policemen were available for me.
Wow.
The king was rattled. As we were going, and God said, don't drink water, don't eat from that community until 3 days. But don't leave the place. Wow. The fight will be a prolonged one. I said, this one, I've never been in this one before. So we carried food, we carried water, we carried everything. Then he said, carry diesel, carry fuel. You're going to burn the shrine. But then there will be resistance.
Yes.
I will take care of you. And then he told us what the resistance will be. And then we went on, and there was fight. They lost 17 persons.
Wow.
Yes. Anybody who was too strong to come just fell and died. First, it started with his second wife, who brought cola to give the people who came to discuss on how to destroy us. She just kissed the ground and vomited blood.
What?
And died, yes, physically before him.
Without being touched?
Yes. Then the assistant to the chief juju priest said to him, sir, that's a bad omen. If we go, we will all perish. That guy is coming from somewhere. Let's watch him for 3 days. The 3 days, God said he should not eat him. He said that the shrine has power to kill anybody in 3 days. If you didn't kill them in 3 days, then let's leave them. If we go, we will die. And we don't want to die. That shrine is guarded by 3 snakes that wear crown.
They wear crowns.
Yes, on their heads. And as soon as you arrive at the gate, the snakes will call your name and ask you what you came for. Mosy Madugba, I have seen terrible things.
Sir, did you see the snakes?
And they didn't wait to see me. But as soon as I arrived at the gate, one took off from this side. You could hear when snakes are running.
Yes.
I said, no, why are you running? Wait, I came to see you. I went to the shrine itself.
Yes, sir.
And I saw a list of names of people and the days they would die.
Uh-uh.
And they were pinned to that shrine with spears. And I lifted 144 spears.
Of names of people.
Yes, and families. And I was told that each of those spears had eliminated at least 10 families.
Wow.
Multiply 10 families. I don't know how many children there were there. They said it has limited at least 10 on the average.
Wow.
So I had to pull out those things, release the names and the list and the people from death they were to die. And I declared that they will no longer die, And I put the list outside and I carried the spears and went somewhere I will not mention.
Yes.
And threw it there.
Wow.
Yes, that is the worst shrine I had ever dealt with.
Sir, those names, was it people who wanted to eliminate those people who brought the names?
Yes.
Or
yes, people wanted to eliminate them, and then they put a date when the people must die. And then when they put those snares, then the people who work in that shrine will go in the spirit to the compound or the office of those people and bury what will kill them.
Wow. So what then eventually happened to the king, the man who resisted you?
Well, he stayed off because he discovered that after 3 days, he sent people to come and see if we're still alive and still around. We're still around. We're still alive. Then we began our crusade.
Wow.
The community now eventually donated the shrine. They donated the shrine land. It's a cast.
Wow.
So we have a church there now.
Okay, so you burnt the...
We burned the place, cleared the place, built a church there, and because we had to do what Gideon did.
Yes.
Destroy that shrine and build one for God.
Wow. So this is serious. Well, this episode is in 2 parts, so we'll come to a pause on this one so that we can come back to some other very pertinent issues. And so, well, I'm sure you've been following this episode, and I'm sure you have been as intrigued as I have been. And I know there's more to come because I have some more riveting questions to come. But I just want to encourage you as we close out on this episode that if you're not yet subscribed to this channel, do so for 2 reasons. The first is that when you subscribe, what it does is that it increases our rating on the YouTube platform. And then YouTube will now present this episode and other episodes to people who ordinarily will not click on a channel like this or visit a church. So when you do that, you are literally just evangelizing. Then also, it would help us if you can share. When you do that, you are actually spreading the gospel. Share it in your WhatsApp group. Share it to people who actually maybe don't even believe in God. And so, this may intrigue them and, get them to explore, the gospel further. But then the other thing is that when you do subscribe, there's an advantage to you. You get notifications of the next episode. Like this next one, the second part of this, you want to be informed when it's out. So do that. And by the grace of God, we look forward to seeing you on the next part. God bless you and have a good one.